Welcome to another Whiskey, Games, and Nerd Stuff. And today we're not drinking a whiskey, we're just having cranberry and vodka. But we are going to do a solo playthrough of Deep Regrets. Let's go ahead and take a sip. So I went ahead and set up the board, but let's go ahead and read a couple things first. The instructions for the solo player are on page 23. Solo Cooperative Ocean Survey. A quest for knowledge. The English Guide Research Institute is on an expedition to understand the ocean's residents. As a solo ichthyologist or a team of scientists working together, embark on a campaign to catch and catalog every fish in the sea. Each game you'll spend 5 days reeling in as much as possible. At the end of the game, you'll discard a value of fish equal to the regrets you've accumulated, and then spend the rest on permanently unlocking equipment for future games. Your job is to complete the campaign ends, and once you've brought every fish back to the port for observation and study. So the purpose of this is to go ahead and catalog and capture every fish. To set up, you're going to go ahead and take out these cards from the normal fish, and those are listed on page 23. Then you're going to go ahead and perform the setup that it talks about here, which is what we have out here. Then you're going to place the ocean survey board nearby, which we did. Then we're going to place the day tracker on Monday, which we did. Shuffle all the regrets cards and place them on the ocean survey board. We did that. Choose a single angler board and take the corresponding player dice. We did. We're going to be Fred. Place your boat at depth 1, which we did. Take out the can of worms and 2 reference cards, which we did. And ready your ocean survey sheet and writing utensil of your choice. So we have that right here. So we've got Fred in our dice. We've got our ocean survey card. We've got the board here. We've got our regrets, and we've got our day tracker. All right, let's go ahead and take another sip. And this is going to be how the flow of the game. Now, this is not a how to play. This is going to be a play through. But of course, I think it does help on the playthroughs to kind of read through some stuff. So phase 1, we're going to refresh. You're going to move the day tracker up and discard and then reveal any fish at sea. Well, this is the first turn, so we're not going to do that. Coffee up. Take all the dice from the spent pool and roll them and place them in your fresh pool. So we don't have any in your spent pool, but we'll go ahead and roll. All right, so let's go ahead and put these. We've got a 3, 2, and a 1. Kit out. If you own any rods or reels, pick one of each and equip them for the day. We don't have anything because this is the start of it. So then phase 2 is your catch. You're going to perform a fishing action exactly as described in page 10. We're going to catalog and clock out. So let's go ahead and go to page 10 real quick and just confirm what we're doing. And yes, this is my first time playing through this. So that's why we're kind of reading through these as well. All right, so how to fish. At the heart of the matter, fishing is done in 4 steps. If it ends poorly, don't worry. You'll still get to draw a dink card as a concession. Follow this process. Cast. Select a shoal at your current depth or above. Once selected a shoal, the top fish of that shoal is on the hook, and you may not fish in any other shoal this action. If the top of the fish of the shoal is face down, reveal it by flipping it over so all players can see it. If the top fish is already revealed, skip to step 3, trigger. If you revealed the fish with the actions, check to see if it has any reveal abilities. If so, resolve those abilities before proceeding. Then you play. Check the fish difficulty in the upper right-hand corner of the card. To catch the fish, you must spend dice equal to or greater than the fish's difficulty. Spent player dice are moved into the spent pool. Spent tackle dice are put back into the dice bag. You cannot spend half dice, so any additional points on the dice spent over the fish's difficulty are lost. If you cannot afford the fish's difficulty or choose not to pay it, you may spend 1 die of any value and draw the top of the dink deck instead. Catch. If you catch a fish, check to see if it has any catch abilities and resolve them. Then take the fish into your hand and keep it, hidden from the other players. You may encounter some fish that cannot be caught, are discarded after a triggered effect, or are given to other players when revealed. With each fishing action, you may only try to catch one fish. No matter the outcome, then your turn ends. All right, let's go ahead and play the first turn and see what's going to happen. If you can't tell, there are shadows on these. The smaller shadow or smaller fish, the larger shadow or larger fish. And you do get these little reference cards right here that'll give you an idea of how tough these fishes are. So we'll go ahead and put this here. So I've got a large and looks like two mid ones. So the mid one is going to be between a 1 and 3 and a 2 and 4. So let's just start this easy. We're going to go ahead and flip over this first fish. It's a sockeye salmon, middling and fair. They spawn but once after a long struggle upriver from the sea. And then let's go ahead and double check what this means. All right, so the teeth are an eat symbol, and eat isn't applicable in the solo game. So we're going to go ahead and spend 1 dice to capture this fish, the sockeye salmon. It is a middling and fair. So let's go ahead and see right here. We're going to write down the name. Oh, we already have it. And then we've caught this fish. I'm going to go ahead and put this over the side. Now, we still have 2 more dice. So let's go ahead and flip over this big one. This big one is a swordfish, large and fair. Now, it does have some abilities, so let's double check what these abilities are. All right, so that was kind of cool. This ability was to disregard a regret, but we don't have any regrets. It is going to cost us 4, so we're going to go ahead and move these over here. So we have caught this fish as well. Now, we don't have any more dice to spend, so we can't do anything else on this particular turn. Now, we did go ahead and document that we caught this. So what's going to happen is we're going to fresh back up or clock in. We're going to move the counter till Tuesday. We don't have any face cards showing up, so let's go ahead and roll again. Oh, nice. 3 threes. You know, what are the odds on that? All right, so let's go ahead and pick a large fish. Looks like right here we've got a large one. So we've got a mahi-mahi, middling and fair. It has an eat option, so that's not going to be applicable right now. But let's go ahead and it's only going to cost us 1. Unfortunately, we're still going to have to lose some dice on this one. But let's go ahead and move this over here. This is a fair fish. It's a middling. And it's the mahi. All right, let's go ahead and pick another fish. We've got the whiptail stingray, middling and fair. Reroll one of your fresh dice. Oh, great. So we got to reroll one of our fresh dice. So we have a 2. All right. It's going to cost us 3 to catch this. So this is a middling and fair. So let's go ahead and capture that one. Whiptail stingray. All right, let's go ahead and what do we want to flip over? Let's go ahead and flip over this one. We've got a flying Gurnard, small and fair. It's got the eat icon. We don't need to worry about that. It's going to cost us 1. We'll go ahead and move that over there. Let's flip this over. Catalog that we've caught this one. We'll place this over here. So far, and I shouldn't say this, we've lucked out and haven't got any regrets. So now we're going to go to the next day. We're on Wednesday. All right, we've got 3 ones. Not a great start. Let's go ahead and get this small, what looks to be a small fish. Oh, okay, it's going to be a foul fish. It's the osterfish. That means that we have to grab a regret, if I recall correctly. Let's just double check. Yep, that means we got to draw a regret. The good thing is this isn't going to cost us anything, so we automatically catch it. But let's go ahead and write right now what this is. This is a foul. How would you say that? Osterfish? And let's see what the regret is that we get. We've got a deep regret. Stare deep into the eye of the Kraken. Oh, that's not good. All right, let's go ahead and pick another small fish. A Geist. Small and foul. Oh, great. We've got to pick another regret. But let's go ahead and document we got this. And let's draw another regret. And the regret is, oh no, another deep, number 3, deep regret. Killed a man. Oh, that's not good. All right, let's see. Let's go ahead and try. You know what? Let's spend 1 dice to go ahead and go down 1 depth, just so we can. And then let's go ahead and try and get this middle one. This is a corpse, middling and foul. All right, so let's go ahead and go flip this over. Corpse. And it is going to cost us 2 to capture it. We are going to have to take another regret. So now we have 3 regrets. This one is a heavy regret. Ran a yacht aground. Oh, that's not fun. All right, so we're done with this turn. We're going to go ahead and now go to Thursday. We will go ahead and shake our dice. And let's see. Let's just try and grab a level 2 fish. Let's grab one of these small ones and see what we get. It's a Whispering Skull, small and foul. Oh no, 2 regrets. Display face up in front of you. Once per turn, you may peek at a fish of your choice. Okay, that could be a good one. So, but first let's grab our 2 regrets. We've got a heavy regret. Forgot where I buried the body. Must be for that man we killed. And a trivial regret. Parted my hair on the wrong side. All right, let's go ahead and move our 2 over to capture this. This was a small and foul one, level 2. And this was a Whispering Skull. So let's go ahead and document that. It wasn't worth any gold. All right, let's see. We've got a 3. Let's go ahead and see if we can get this. Sarcastic figurehead. Small and fair. Okay, great. Let's go ahead and get that one. Fringe head. All right, let's go ahead and... My writing's not the best. We're going to go ahead and spend our 3 to capture that. And we are going to move on to Friday. So let's go ahead and clock in. Let's coffee up and take a sip. Let's roll our dice. We got 3 and 2 ones. All right. Once per turn, we can peek at a fish of our choice. So let's go ahead and peek at this fish. All right. This is a middling and foul iron coffin, so we know we don't want to grab that. There's some regrets on there. Let's go ahead and get this fish. It's a black sea bass, middling and fair. So let's go ahead and flip this over. And we'll spend 1 dice to capture it. Let's go ahead and keep on this row. We have a sheep's head. Look at that fish. It's a fair fish. Still an ugly fish. And we'll spend 1 dice. And let's see. Let's try and go for a big fish that we see right here. This is a sunfish, large and flare. All players at sea lose a regret. So when you lose a regret, you pick a random one. So let's go ahead and shuffle these up. We are going to lose that regret. Oh, good. It's a 3-er. Let's go ahead and document that we've got this. And we'll capture that fish. And now that we're at the end of the week, let's kind of see what we do. All right, so let's go ahead and take a drink. So we are at the week's end. So step 1, count the regrets. Once you're done fishing for the final day, count up your total value in regrets. The quantity of the cards has no effect in solo mode, only the printed values. All right, so let's go ahead and add these up. We've got 3, 5, 7. So we have 7 total regrets by point value. Jettison fish. You got tired, you got sloppy, your hold got overwhelmed, there were casualties. You must discard any combination of fish with a total value equal to or greater than your total of valued regrets. So we're going to have to discard a total of 7 regrets. So let's do this. Let's go ahead and make it easy. Let's just do the 5 and the 2. So we're going to discard these 2 that are a value of 7. That 7 will compensate for the 7 points of the regrets. So that'll go ahead and go off to the side. Then bring to port. Whatever's left, you get to bring back to port to the Institute and observe and study. On your ocean survey sheet, check the box left for each fish in your possession. So what we're going to do is we're going to look on the left here and check off the ones that we were able to catch. Let's check these off. All right, so we checked those off. Oh, there's one more. All right, unlock equipment. Count up the total value of all your fish you brought to port. You may spend this amount by unlocking equipment in any combination. Only the items listed in the ocean survey sheet are available to unlock. You must pay for the cost permitted on the printed on the sheet. Place a check mark next to each piece of equipment you purchase in the game, and you'll be usable for all future games. All right, so let's go ahead and add up how much money we have. We've got 5, 6, 7, 8, 11, 13, 17. So let's double check one more time. That's 5. 5 and 2 is 7. 8, 9, 12, 14, 16. All right, one more time. 4, 7. Make this easier. There's 10, 15, 18. So we have 18 gold. And what do we want to get for 18 gold? And you have to spend it. If you don't spend it, you're going to lose it. So let's go ahead and see what we want to get for 18. We want to get... I have no idea what we want to get. Tell you what, let's buy a cask of ale. I have no idea what it does. Equip all, 1 use per game. Shoot, let's just get the cask of ale and we'll find out what it's going to do. Start a new game immediately or save your ocean survey to play again later. So we're going to go ahead and pause right here. And what happens is You'll start over the next week with any equipment that we have, and then you're doing this through, think of it as a campaign. The campaign is you're trying to catch all the fish. I probably did a couple things wrong here, so I really would appreciate it if anybody would put in the chat if I did anything wrong or incorrectly, or if I missed a step. I do appreciate everybody taking the time to watch these videos. Please like, subscribe, and all that fun stuff. And until next time, folks, cheers.